I'm risking my retention rate by saying this, but why are you here? Why are you sitting down watching yet another long form video about how to be ready, how to reach my goals, how do I make that first move? Because I'm gonna tell it to you straight, you already know how. You're so panicked about how to take the first step that you're not taking the first step. And no, sitting down and watching motivational YouTube does not count, as much as I would love you to continue doing that. Taking the first step towards something that you want so badly is always scary. It sucks. Everyone gets scared, except maybe that guy who free solos everything. I don't know. He has no fear receptors. You're not him though. You're not him. So don't even. Everyone gets scared. And that's what makes starting a journey so hard, because starting something is scary. Human beings inherently don't like change. That's a fact. And starting something new is always going to be a change. So it's hard. You get that. You know that. That's probably why you're here. But here's my thing. And I'm going to break this down into 3 parts. We're going to dive into the fact that being ready isn't actually a thing. We're going to dissect what you're afraid of. Yeah, we're going full therapy mode on this one. And then I'm going to tell you what happens if you don't decide to go for it. So being ready is a myth, right? I don't think I can name a single time in my life where I was about to do something and I was like, okay, I'm ready, let me do it. Like, I don't think so. Even like getting my ears pierced, they're like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, dude, I'm not ready, but they said 1, 2, 3, the needle's going in my ear. Yeah, I don't think I can name a single time in my life where I've ever been ready for anything before I did it. And try and think of an instance where you were fully ready. There was not a single speck of doubt in your mind before you went into something. If you can think of one, please comment. I want to know. I don't think I've ever experienced being ready for something. And that's because I wholly believe that being ready is a myth. It's like how I believe no one was born confident. I've dabbled on this subject on TikTok before, I think, where confidence is something you build. Confidence is something you get by forcing yourself into scenarios, and then in later scenarios, you're confident because you've already done it before. That's a whole side tangent. It's the same thing with being ready. I don't think anyone's actually ready. I just think people do stuff. Ready will never ever be a feeling. Ready is a decision. Ready is you waking up one day and going, okay, I'm gonna post the video. Okay, I'm gonna submit that application. Okay, I'm gonna tell this person this thing. That doesn't mean you're not sitting there going, oh, but what if they don't say what I want them to say? Oh, but what if I get rejected? Oh, but what if no one likes what I put out? Those doubts are always gonna be there until you actually put your foot in the damn door and try. Because if you haven't noticed, emotions are wavering. You wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this today. 20 minutes later, you're like, dude, I don't think I can do this today. And it goes up and down and up and down and up. And it's not gonna level out. At least not until you just shut up and do it. There's this quote, I think it's been on my vision board like every year, where it says, the water doesn't get any warmer by waiting on the shore. Like you're about to jump into the ocean, you're about to jump into the lake. You're like, dude, it's freezing. Like, let me just wait and then I'll get in. Why? The water's gonna be the same temperature. You literally just have to jump in and then your body acclimates. We all know that. That's a basic fact of science. Your body acclimates to the situation you put it in. Your body acclimates to the cold water. You see where the metaphor is gonna happen? Once you jump in, you're like, holy shit, it's cold. You have 2 options. You either get out, wrap yourself in a towel, you go, man, that sucked. Or you stay in the water, your body acclimates, and you have a fun time paddling around for a bit. It's the same with any journey. You jump in, it's gonna suck for a sec. You can either bail, you're gonna be like, okay, but like, at least I got in. At least I got in, had some fun for a little bit. Or if you stay long enough, you're gonna acclimate, and then it's gonna be just fine. That's how I see every decision, every journey. You have to try. Point number 2. Now let's dissect what the hell it is you're afraid of. If you answer that you're afraid of failing, just say you're not ready to succeed. It takes basic first grader cat poster saying hang in there type knowledge to know that failing is a part of the process. You have to fail forward. You have to fail to succeed. Look at any celebrity interview, any professional athlete. They've all said it. If nothing else, failure teaches you how you're gonna adjust in order to move forward. Failure teaches you what's working and what's not. And failure just gives you experience. Look at any of my old YouTube videos or any of my old TikToks. They're not great, right? I've had a lot of flop. I've posted TikToks, looked at my follower count, and it went down because of that TikTok. I've posted stuff that I thought was gonna do really well and it flopped. And that's so natural and so necessary. I wouldn't be sitting here still doing YouTube if I didn't set up my iPad mini in the kitchen at age 10 and start filming myself. I'm so happy I started as young as I did. There's an ungodly amount of unlisted videos, and they are so much worse than the ones that I keep up. But doing all those videos that you could look at and be like, man, these suck. Doing all of those was so essential to where I am now. I did vlogs for the longest time, and I just could not get myself to edit them. I wasn't passionate about doing them. I have, I think, 4 vlogs sitting in my Google Drive taking up all my storage right now. So much footage from moving into college and all this stuff that I need to edit and put out. I just didn't want to do it. These videos, I can crank out one a week because I like doing them. If I didn't try vlogs and fail, then I wouldn't have found out that I like doing this style of video just a lot more. Same with TikToks. I've tried so many styles of TikTok. I was a Minecraft TikToker, for fuck's sake. They just didn't resonate with me. I stopped liking it, so I quit. But oh my god, those taught me so much. Now I make money posting TikToks. I have brands up in my emails wanting to collaborate with me. Stuff that I dreamed about when I was a little kid. It's because I just kept posting. I'm not famous by any means, and I still expect that I'm gonna fail a lot more times, but I kind of like failing. I like that I'm a small creator right now because I can experiment all I want and find what truly works. And I know it's gonna be better for me in the long run. So if you're sitting here going, oh my god, I'm so afraid of failing, that's why I won't start, then you're not ready for success. You have to wrap your head around the fact that you will fail and it's necessary, and then maybe you'll stop being afraid of failing, and then maybe you'll fucking start. Listen, I know it's easier said than done, but I'm here to tell you that failing is beautiful, and failing is so necessary, and I cannot say that enough. As long as you can pick yourself back up after failing, there's nothing to be afraid of. Speaking of failure, I'm not really afraid of it, right? We've discussed that. You know what I am afraid of? Regret. Like, terrifyingly afraid of it. Like, I hate regretting anything, and yet I regret stuff so often. There's a message in there somewhere. I'll find it, and I'll put it into a future YouTube video. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Anyways, I think regret is so much worse than failure, and I think that's what gives me the momentum to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm still doing all this, I'm still trying, because I don't want to regret not trying in the future. There's this trend on TikTok for a while. It was like, don't let your figs rot or something. I'm gonna be so real I didn't grasp it. But it was this audio of this girl. I'm sure it's from some really famous movie, okay? I'm just not hip and with it like that. Where she was like, I never made it to law school. I never made it to Paris in the spring. She was listing all this stuff she never got to do. Because I think it was like her 50th birthday or something. I could have researched it before I started filming, but I didn't. And you love me for it anyways. But I think that's my biggest fear, is one day sitting somewhere and going, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do this, and I wish I did this, and I wish I at least tried this. Hell, go look at my video about my college journey that I'm on right now, and you'll see how scared of regret I am. I want to go to these top universities so bad that I'm now at community college instead of my old school, because I don't want to regret not trying. And here's the thing, time is always passing. Time is always gonna pass regardless of what your decision to do with it is. So why not spend that time trying and avoid sitting down in the future and going, I really wish I tried. I really wish I at least gave it a shot. I wasted all this time waiting to be ready, which we know is a myth, and I didn't even try. That is my worst nightmare. That is so much worse to me than if you sat up one day and went, okay, I failed. I tried this and I failed. I did this and it just like, it didn't go the way I wanted, you know? That sucks. In my opinion, that is so much easier to deal with than letting your brain rattle off these hypotheticals of, okay, but if I tried, this could have happened. If I did this, I could have been doing this right now. Being happy you tried something, even if you look back at it and cringe. Like, I look back at a lot of my old content and I cringe. But underneath that cringe is a smile and a warmth in my heart knowing that I at least put myself out there and tried it. Because if I didn't start weeks, months, years, many years ago, then I wouldn't be sitting here right now, comfortable talking to a camera, making money, and doing what I love. If I didn't make the decision to just start all those many moons ago, then I would have been sitting here wondering what could have been. And oh my god, that would suck so hard. So let's recap. Being ready is a myth. Being ready will always be a decision and not a feeling. If you're afraid of failure, you need to mend that relationship pretty quick. You need to understand that failure is going to happen and it's only going to make you better. That's life 101. And the thing that is worse than failure is regret of not trying at all.